So this Twitter message from Wuthering came out roughly about like not even like an hour ago. It's been a couple minutes ago as I am recording this video. But this is basically a message that's regarding, about the version 2.3 preview special broadcast. And through this, I'm gonna read this and explain, what I think about this and what I, hope to see in the future. But to our dear Rovers, after the Wuthering Waves version 2.3 preview special broadcast, we received plenty of suggestions, thoughts, and criticisms from you. We've been paying close attention to all feedback, and we'd like to take this opportunity to address your concerns and sincerely apologize for the disappointment. Our roadmap for the recent versions of Wuthering Waves allocated development resources to an anniversary experience in version 2.3 that is both relaxing and entertaining. However, this allocation did not meet our Rovers' expectations for an anniversary celebration. At the same time, we fell short in how the broadcast was structured, scripted, and presented, leading to a poor viewing experience. We at the dev team have identified and acknowledged certain shortcomings in our content management, preparations, and delivery. What happens has shown us even more clearly than Wuthering Waves' accomplishments over the past year would not have been possible without our Rovers, especially Rovers who've been with us on the journey from the very start. We want you to know that we are planning future versions with you in mind, so please stay tuned for more updates. Again, we do deeply apologize for failing to meet the expectations of our longtime Rovers. We also recognize that there is still much room for improvement in how we operate and support the game long term. We are committed to growing and refining every aspect of Wuthering Waves. To express our gratitude and serious apologies, we'll be launching a login event during this week, where the following content will be available to be unlocked and claimed. The opening time will be given in a later official announcement. And of course, we have the actual login bonus right here. We have the Radiant Tide 10 right here. This is the I believe this is the limited 10 free pulls. You get 10 free Forging Tides, which these are, by the way, these are the weapon pulls. And we do get Lustrous Tides. These right here, I believe these are standard pulls, by the way. So they are giving out free multis for basically, well, one multi for each type of banner, right? Now, in my opinion, there were some good things about this whole entire, response, because it's not just gonna be this, but it does seem like we are gonna get possibly more, than what's to come. And I think one of the things that a lot of people kind of complain about, is that there really wasn't a lot of rewards for players who've been playing the game for a long time. Like for me, for example, like I've been playing this game since day one. I got this game the first day it has came out, pretty much, right? And a lot of the things they talked about in the live stream were mostly for people who were either a new player, or B, either a returning player to the game, right? None of it really, like, some of the things didn't have to do things with people who were just been playing the game, ever since day one, right? But I think that them releasing this message, in my opinion, I know everybody has different opinions. I mean, we could look down the comments down below. Yeah, I expected that. Even Genshin did better when, this is, yeah, I like this, because, yeah, sorry, spoiler, but, yeah, this was, Genshin's, anniversary rewards, so, I'm not sure how Genshin is better, than what Wu was doing. Let's continue. People in the replies crying after this. No one ever promised a 5-star. You'll just trust leaks. This is true, to be honest, because every single leak I have seen about Wu's anniversary regarding a free 5-star has all been different. Some of them said that we will only be getting a free 5-star of Yinlin, Qion, or Shangli Yao and their respective weapons. Some of them said that we might get a free 5-star for any character to pick in the game. A a bunch of random stuff, right? Like even like the free, Steel Corner thing, right? Like all that, was all random leaks and wasn't all true, right? Now, the reason why people saying free 5-star is that, their other game, Punishing Grey Raven, has done free 5-stars before. So, maybe that's the reason. 30 more polls with more info in the future coming. Yeah, like this is kind of how I look like, like because it is, I am, like this does give me hope, right? With like things like this. Yeah, we are planning to know, we want you to know that we are planning future versions with you in mind. And this whole entire paragraph to me, sounds like that, as a player like me, like, hey, they are in fact thinking of me, and we might get more rewards in the future, Now, like, the thing is that, like, do I expect them to give out 100 free polls now? Like, no, I don't really expect them to do that. I mean, I do think that it is really nice that they're not only giving us, like, a free multi, but they're also giving us a free multi for this as well. Like, I mean, like, the last time they've given out a weapon banner multi was, I believe, during, like, Shin Shi and Chang Li's version. I believe there was 1.1. Like, they rarely give out weapon pools, and I mean, giving a free multi of weapon pools is actually pretty damn good, because you only need to get up to 80 summons on the weapon banner to get that guaranteed weapon, right? So, like, I do like this, to be honest, that we are getting more weapon pools. Do I want more weapon pools? Absolutely. I would much appreciate a lot more weapon pulls. Like, I would actually say that I would actually want the same amount of weapon pulls as the same amount of pulls we were getting for the limited banners, right? So, but that's just me, right? We can turn down the comments down below. Yeah, devs listen. I mean, the devs did listen. Like, you can't just look at this and say, like, oh, the devs did not listen. Like, the devs, like, because there are some games out there that, like, they get player complaints, and they don't, like, they either don't, like Dokkan, like, sometimes Dokkan does listen, but Dokkan doesn't listen immediately, and they don't send out, like, messages on a specific, incident, like, Shamasu's name, when thousands of people were sending, Akatsuki emails about Shamasu's name change, and they didn't do that. But instead, what they did now was that, they decided to make characters, always able to link with the other characters. But that was, like, a thing that was an issue back then. Now it's not, it hasn't really been fixed, but they have learned the lesson, and they're not going to do that ever again. So, there was that. Yeah, we need more. These 10 polls won't make it. We want freeze to Kona. How hard is it to understand? 136 comments. I'm kind of scared. I am kind of scared to open that, to be honest. I'm completely okay with letting them farm the devs listen meme if the outcome is better rewards each time. True. 100% true. Sometimes humans are never satisfied when given something. There are many positive things given, but they only see one negative thing. It is very sad. This is also very true. I mean, like, my mom will no longer need to use her social security check on Sadie. Thank you so much. Okay. You know what? I think, let's continue, actually. As someone who has played Genshin from version 1.0 to 5.2 and has since stopped and experienced many anniversaries with Genshin, I feel quite satisfied with what Kuro announced during the anniversary, especially the Cyberpunk collaboration news. Collaborating with a major game is not simple and requires immense effort, and I expect Kuro for their hard work. Additionally, having experienced the last 3 updates from 2.0 to 2.2, I realized that just watching Kuro's live streams isn't enough to judge the game. Through the live streams, no one could have predicted that 2.0 would transform Rua into almost an entirely new game, or how amazing 2.2 would be. I think what players should truly look forward to, and the real gift, is the amount of content, which I hope will be excellent, that Kuro is preparing us for version 2.3. I'm still eagerly waiting to experience the 2.3 content and wish the Kuro team all the best. 100% agree. Just stop. I'll be right back. I was playing Genshin also the day released, version 1.0. I have gotten Amber, literally the day, like, if you look up Google, and like I think Genshin released like September 20th, if I'm not mistaken. I got Amber the day before Genshin's released an announcement on Google. Like, I was on Genshin immediately when the game first came out. And I remember when, like, I stopped playing the game, and I always heard about complaints, and then I heard about the anniversary being really bad. Like, I didn't want to come back to the game at all during the anniversary, because everybody was like, yeah, the anniversary is actually pretty mid, and there was a lot of issues with that as well. So, but but like versions 2.0 and 2.2, like the game was fun to play. The difference between Genshin and Wuwa is that Wuwa is much more fun to play than Genshin is, in my opinion. Like, especially when the movement in Wuwa is just so much more better. I like gliding in this game. I think gliding is one of the best things they've ever added in this game, and I really do hope in a future update they add that gliding system, that we could use it anywhere in like Huanglong or the Black Shores, right? It's a good start with assurances that you'll do better in the future, and have the humility to admit you messed up goes a long way. Just make the rerun ban 100% and not 50-50, and I personally will not have much to say. And yeah, this is also very true. It's also a very true thing right here too. Indeed. Devs, listen. How long have we been recording for? 12 minutes. Goddamn. But yeah, I mean, yeah, all the memes are just devs listened, or like, you have stuff like this. Did people forget that version, that both 2.3, 2.4 anniversary patches let them be? The only bad thing in the attire was the 50-50 rerun banners. Other than that, everything was generous. Yeah. So, in my opinion, I think that, like right now, we have to wait and see what happens. We are getting more information. But yeah, I mean, maybe, we could probably, voice your opinion. You could say that, maybe that this isn't enough. But I do think we are getting more than just this, by the way. But it is what it is. So, but anyways, that's it. I like this. I like that they are listening to us. I like that they are apologizing. And I agree with the other person. It is very hard for a company to admit that, they're like, they messed up. And that's what Wu was doing. They messed up, and they're acknowledging that they messed up. So, but anyways, that's it. Have a good day.